Hello everyone. Thanks for joining this webinar. Uh, this is Priyank Aneja and I'll welcome you all to this webinar of business intelligence and data visualization. Without data, you are just another person with an opinion. Does it sound any bells? I'm not talking about something beyond BI. This is just a catchy phrase for me to introduce you all to a very powerful and emerging technology called business intelligence. This phrase was said by Mr. Williams Edward Deming. He was an American engineer, statistician, professor, author, and management consultant. Have you heard about Nick Smith? So, Nick is leading a BI solution team with Microsoft, and he described BI is about providing the right information at the right time to the right people so that they can take right business decisions. Let's understand both these phrases with the help of an example. Let's say that I'm having a business proposal that I wanted to showcase to my management. I got to know that one of my colleagues also prepared one business proposal as well. I created a PPT with overview, goals, specification, and milestone, etc. to explain my business proposal. He also prepared the proposal in the similar way, but added few facts and stats to support his proposal, like cost involved, risk involved, profit ratio for next 3 years, one alternative approach, and respective details for the same. What do you think? Whose proposal was liked by my management? Of course, my colleagues, because he had put a lot of stats and supported data with the proposal. Management can easily understand his proposal with the help of supported data, which was missing in my proposal. Now, when we get some information about BI, let's understand this in more details. So what is BI? BI is a process tool that converts data into meaningful information. It is a technology for gathering, storing, and analyzing data to take better decisions. It is an enterprise-wise platform that supports reporting and analysis. When we say enterprise-wise, that means it is not meant for a set of people. It can be used by my whole organization. It leads to, and in an organization, we generally know that the data lies within multiple data sources and a multiple application, right? And it's stored in different data sources, which is required to gather the information. And when we set up a BI tool, BI platform in an organization level, all data generally flows into that BI tool, which is where the entire organization will refer to that platform, and management need not to go to multiple tools, right? Hence, it is worth mentioning that it leads to a single version of truth. The moment we have all the data stored in one common platform, it is easier for us to analyze and come up with actionable insights. Now, when we know that what is BI, we need to understand why aspect of it, as in why we should use BI or why we should learn BI or how it will help us. But before that, we move ahead, I would like to share one case study with you all so that you can relate to this to the upcoming topics. This case study is about a mobile giant company in India, and you all might have heard about it. So, or maybe it is very much possible that we have used its product as well, right? So you have all heard about Nokia. So Nokia had captured the Indian phone market in early 2000, and were it at its peak by around 2007 and 8. For over one decade, Nokia was holding the major share in Indian market. But all of a sudden, with a span of 4 to 5 years, it starts vanishing from the market and lost number one position. What were the reason behind it? The company was holding a major share in the market and is nowhere right now, and its competitors took its place within a small span of time. So in my opinion, in my understanding, the reason could be they were not able to recognize the changing trend in the market, number one. Two, they were not able to understand the customer preferences. Number three, they were not able to provide new features to their customers. They use the same technologies and over the years, even though the customers were willing to spend more due to change in Indian GDP, but they failed to deliver the value add to their customers, and they were unable to foresee the evolution of Indian phone market. And on the other hand, its competitors started investing in new technologies and come up with new models and features, which was liked by the customers, and rest is history. Now, one question comes in my mind: why they fail? It could be they fail to evaluate the points which we discussed now, or they do not have that capability to cater the upcoming requirements which they might realize when the time has already passed. So now, keeping that case study in mind, let's now discuss how BI will help and why we should use it. The moment we have BI tool is set up in an organization, all the data from different sources flows into it, and it can be easily accessed. When we have entire data set available in one common platform, search and exploration becomes easy, and we need not to view different sources. BI allows us access to data from various sources, that is laptop, mobile, tablets, 24/7 on the go. It is cost effective. But now you might be thinking that setting up a BI platform at enterprise level, it will be a costly affair. So how can I say that it's cost effective? So let's understand this with the help of an example again. As I mentioned earlier, that the more and more people will use, more profitable it will be for the team and eventually for the whole organization. Let's say one of my teammate prepare a report for our weekly meetings on a weekly basis, and in general he spends somewhere around 8 hours a week in gathering and consolidating the data and then preparing a final output of the report. So let's say he's spending 8 hours a week, which comes to 32 hours a month, because we have 4 months in a month, and eventually it comes as 4 days a month. And in an entire year, he's spending 48 days to just to prepare that report. And now let's assume that we have set up the BI tool. With the help of this tool, he is able to generate this report in 2 hours. So he's spending 2 hours every week, which is 8 hours a month, which is equivalent to my one day. And in an entire year, 12 days he's spending just to generate this report. Now, what is we are left with now is 30 days, 36 days of manpower profit. And now assume that how much manpower we can save when hundreds of people start using this BI tool in an organization. It's a simple math. You all can calculate it. That's how it becomes more cost effective. The more and more and the more time we use in an entire organization, it becomes cost effective and eventually free and maybe profitable as well. So it comes with a lot of APIs, which helps us to integrate with almost any data source or application. BI tool has the capability to generate report and monitor at real time. It gives you clear overview and helps take better business decisions. Now let's relate the characteristics of business intelligence with the example, the Nokia example, which I given you, and understand if they have BI tool implemented in the organization, how they can change that entire scenario. Let's say that now Nokia is using a BI tool and the entire data is flowing into one single platform, right? And now when the tool becomes my single point of information, I can access any information, be it my sales, revenue, cost incurred, performance of resources, or even customer preferences. Based on this excess of information, we can identify the problem statements as well. The moment I see my data shows decline in my mobile sales, I'll go directly, and my revenue goes down as well. I'll see the performance of my resources, whether there is an issue because of that, they are not able to, sell it properly, and hence the sales are going down. Or I look into the customer preference and feedback to know if there is any changes and demands. Now, when we identify the problem statements that, okay, there is changes in the demand and hence the sale is going down, I can find out that the customer preferences are changing, and I sit with my strategic team, technical team, and sales team to prepare my strategies for future well in advance, because now I can foresee that something is going to happen. Now, when I got some alternative approaches, I'll start working on one of which is least risky and which will be implemented very quickly by my team. And on the other side, I can, start working on the other alternatives, which will help me in the longer run. So with the help of this BI tool, I'll be able to timely aware about the situation, and I get the timely answers of all my business questions, and I'm able to sustain the market position and goodwill of my product lines. By using BI in all the organization department, I can keep a close eye on the performance of my business and resource performance as well. So I guess enough of talking about business intelligence. Let me just quickly show you how the end result when we use any BI tool looks like. Okay, but before that, I would like to give you some background for that. Is how can we analyze the data visually, how we can make out the trends and the patterns out of our data. This is how BI tool will help us. And by viewing live product, you could relate it and understand the upcoming concepts easily. Let me give you some background that in India, cricket is treated as a religion, and we all love the sport and will be easily relate to it, right? And in this pandemic time, we all know that almost 5 to 6 months, everything was on hold. And now we are praying that everything, the situation gets, fine, and we could, move and enjoy the sports and every other thing, right? So, and now post 5 to 6 months of hold, IPL is about to start in another couple of days. So there is one report which was there who shows the IPL stats analysis which was done in for the edition of 2018. So let me quickly show you that. This is the dashboard that contains 3 slides, and each slide shows different analysis for users with different visuals. This is first slide, the landing page, which gives you information about all the teams, their current standings, the playoff qualification, and net run rates of all the teams. So at the top, if you see, I have a tabular report which gives you all the information of respective teams, how many matches they have played, how many lost, how many got tied, and total run they scored, and the number one batsman of a particular team, how much he has scored, number one bowler, and how much wickets he has taken, everything. There is filter if you at the side, so you can filter it as per your requirement, and the moment you filter, it will reflect the data in all the graphs. At the second section of this page, we have three visuals, which shows the first visual shows you the wickets versus runs. The wickets, the each team has scored how many runs and how many wickets they have lost in that entire edition. We call it as bubble chart. So the size of the bubble will depend on the number of runs scored and the number of wickets, right? The moment you hover your cursor, it will show you all the stats. You can easily relate as well. The second graphs will show you the qualified for playoff teams. So I can easily make out that my first four teams are qualified because they have won the maximum number of matches. And the third graph shows you the net run rate. In the second slide, we have put in all the information about the team's top three bowlers compared to all the bowlers and comparison between the selected two bowlers. Let's say we have chosen here Chennai Super King and Kolkata Knight Riders, and these are my top three or four bowlers of the team. And here is this the list of all bowlers. If you want, you can expand it and see it in an entire page. So all these features are available in the BI tools. To compare the bowlers, you can choose the list of bowlers from here, from team number one, which is Chennai Super King, and other team. So the comparison will show you here. So you can see all this information, right? This is how visually it will show us the analysis, and we can easily make out what the data is telling us, right? Accordingly, we can prepare our strategies that, okay, this bowler is good for this, against this team. So accordingly, we can relate and prepare our team, right? Third slide gives you the information about top three batsmen of a team, all the batsmen who has scored how much, how they have performed, and the comparison between the selected teams and the best man. Again, the complete stats of the related to the team are coming in the center, and the comparison of two batsmen, we can have it, we can see here like that. So this kind of a visualization we can come up with as an output when we use any sort of BI tool, right? So these reports or dashboards are not only useful for the cricket lovers, but also plays a vital role when the management of different teams goes for players auction. They can compare their strategies and similar sort of analysis. Now going back to the presentation again, let's see the key stages of business intelligence. So we should be aware that the data sources available in the organization, from where the data will come eventually, because in general we see that the data sources are multiple in an organization. They might be using different applications as well, so their data lies in numbers of places. So we should be aware that from where the data will be coming, and we should know what data needs to be analyzed uh, and which needs to be pushed into the BI tool, right? The moment we are aware about that, when we have pushed the data into the BI tool, we can aware about our as is situation of business and analyze the data, and also come up with the to be situation of the business, that after 1 year our business has to be at this place. So when we are aware about the as is and get the to be situation, accordingly we can prepare the approaches, we can prepare our strategies and come up with different approaches to achieve our goal. And the approach which should be involved or which should be least risky and give us more profit, we should go for that. And it eventually it helps us taking the business decision, because all the decisions are supported by set of data. So there are 5 stages involved in any business intelligence tool. First is data. Let's understand this in a detailed way. So we should be aware that which data needs to be loaded in BI tool and where the data will come from. All the data should be configured using OLAP engine, as this is required for multidimensional data modeling and analysis purpose. So the data should be configured, or the database should be configured in such a way that it will use the analytical engine, and it has the historic data as well, so that we can see the past trends and compare with the present trends and decide our strategies as per that for the future. Next step is ETL, which is the main stage of any BI tool. Here we extract the data from data source and store it in data warehouse. We can also perform complex calculations and modification on the data in this stage. Third is data warehousing. Data warehousing is used to store historic data for analysis and reporting purpose. Data warehousing provide information around the subject that can be my product or customer, sales, revenue, etc. So that we can analyze at any point of time at any and any subject and relate it multidimensional to it and come up with the trends. The data should not be erased from data warehouse. That is the key aspect of data warehousing, that we should not remove any data. All the historic data should be available in data warehousing as well. Fourth is analytical engine. It is a backbone of any BI tool. It is used to analyze the data to come up with trends, outliers, and patterns. It helps to transform data into information. Last is presentation layer. This is where the end user interacts with BI tool. Rest all stages work at the back end. As we already seen in the report earlier, the presentation layer consists my reports, dashboard. It helps us understand the patterns and outliers from the data, identifying problem based on the data or lies within the data, helps us gather the root cause analysis, and are available for accessing 24/7 on the go. Now comes the data visualization, introduction to data visualization. Now, since I have already shown you the end product of BI tool, you are already get to know how the data visualization tool looks like or what is the need. But still, it is known as a graphical representation of information with the help of element like charts, graphs, maps, etc. It is an easy way to aggregate the huge amount of data and present it graphically to understand the data easily and in less time, right? These are some common types of visualization charts which we use in any BI tool, which is called as bar chart, line chart, pie chart, etc. So why data visualization? So we should use data visualization to identify hidden patterns from the data, to get the customer insight out of the data. It helps us in prediction, identify trends, and help make decision. It is a quick and easy way to convey message in universal way. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's say a retailer wants to compare a sales of jacket and t-shirts over the course of previous year. The retailer there are multiple ways to present the data. So most common one is showcased on your screen. It's a tabular way, right? And we can see that this table is nicely done, and I can see all the data points very clearly. But it is really hard to understand, make out some story out of it, whether is there any goof up in the data or in my sales, right? So I thought let's put this same data in a graphical chart, or let's say a simple line chart, and how let's read it, how it looks like. So now if you can see, anyone can make out just looking at this line chart that my sales of t-shirts are pretty constant throughout the year, with a minor spike in June and July as compared to jacket sales, which falls down during June, July, and again goes up in December and Jan, right? So that's how the power of visual elements in the BI tool, and it really helps even a layman to understand and get the patterns and the outliers from the data very easily. So these are the tools available in the market, and it provides the better visualization perspective, and to analyze your data and come up with a lot of trends. So the dashboard which I showed you was created in Power BI, which is a Microsoft product. So here today in this webinar, we would like to introduce to BI tool called Power BI. So it is an interactive visualization tool. Uh, uh, this is a product of Microsoft, which has capability of self-service BI business intelligence. Self-service business intelligence allows end user to create report using drag and drop option without even depending on any expert, or let's say BI expert or anyone. It comes within two packages, Power BI service, which is cloud based, and Power BI desktop. The dashboard which I showed you earlier was created in Power BI itself. So now you can relate that these kind of a BI tools are can be used in any domain, whether it is sports or manufacturing, operation, delivery, you name it, and they have it now. So in today's world, each and every domain or each and every organization are more and more using BI tools for their betterment. So let's see, look at the features of business intelligence. So it comes with a wide range of visualization. It allows user to connect from wide range of data sources. There are over 120 APIs inbuilt in Power BI, which helps us connect to the different data sources and applications. It allows to connect with cloud-based, on-premise, structured, non-structured, all types of data sources as well. The navigation in Power BI is very easy. You have all seen that I've just navigated to between slides, and filtered out the data as well, which is happening very frequently without any performance hamper. It offers different types of filter which user can use as per their requirement. Drill down, drill up option is also possible here. Maybe if you can, in one visual, in one graph itself, you can see the top level and go down 2, 3, 4 levels as per the granularity of the data availability. It creates customizable dashboards. The dashboard can contain one or more tiles. User can also create detailed report, and these reports can be shared with uh, other users as well within the organization as well as outside the organization. The main feature of Power BI is DAX function, data analytic expression, which can be used in Power BI. With the help of them, you can apply business logic in Power BI. Q&A question box, which is very important feature in nowadays BI tools has, which Power BI also has. It allows end user or layman even to ask question in natural language. You can simply type in simple English language in Q&A box, and Power BI analytical engine gives you the result based on the data it has in a visualization manner. So for example, let's say if you wanted to see your top 5 sold product in previous year. So you just mention show me 5 top products, and it'll show you it'll give you a data visual element, which it could be a bar chart or anyone, and shows you the result as per that. It's that easy. User can automatically launch Office 365 apps, which comes with Microsoft. So nowadays, Microsoft has a lot of inbuilt applications as well, which allows to integrate with Power BI and other applications as well. So I mean, it has a lot more features. It's not only BI tool; it can be an enhanced BI tool, right? Like that. So why we should use BI? So it's a lucrative skill and creates enormous opportunities. So in today's world, organizations are looking for all those young talent who are skilled with all these analytical and analysis, who can read out the data easily and understand the pattern out of it. So they want this kind of young talent, and each and every organization in today's time are looking for that young talent. There is rising requirement of such a niche skill such as BI in today's world, right? With this skill set will open opportunities such as business analyst, data analyst, data specialist, and even data scientist. So these tools are the 4 step to, so that you can move ahead and there is no end to any sort of options. So there are lots of options available now. Professionals with BI tool understanding and skills are high in demand. So what key key highlight of our program which we are going to offer you as a participant? Our program help participants develop mindset and understanding of the technology. It helps them building enterprise in expertise in analyzing data, so that they can identify problem statements and ask right questions, which is very important. And asking right questions and come out with different right problem statements is not teaching anywhere in school and colleges. So this tool help us identify all those problem statements, and the moment you start reading the data, you start analyzing the data well, you all can come up with right questions so that you can get the right set of problems, and then prepare your strategies to come up to overcome those gaps which are there. Using the case studies and assignment which the program will offer, they can develop understanding of various domains like insurance, operations, finance, telecom, and banking, etc. A unique set of curriculum set us apart from different institutes. We offer online lectures, live projects, case studies by professionals. Our innovative program is designed for both graduates and working professionals. With BI becoming top priority nowadays, it will open better job prospects for the participants. So how will you learn in this program? So participant will learn using interactive online sessions with high quality of recorded sessions also available, so they can refer it at any point in time. We provide you case studies, mini projects, and assignment during the course. Participant can test their knowledge with online quizzes, get hands-on experience with assignments and case studies. With this, we come to an end, and I open the forum for question and answer. If anyone would like to ask any question, I'm happy to answer. Anyone with a question?
Hi, this is Sandeep here. Uh, Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Sandeep. Yeah, hi, Sandeep. I can hear you.
Yes, yes. I am. I'm a business analyst, and I wanted to know how, as a business analyst, this, uh, learning this tool would help me.
Okay, Sandeep.
Is it tool? Yeah.
Okay, so Sandeep, as a business analyst, the important job profile is to ask right question and read the data. You need to understand the requirement, and to understand that with the help of data, uh, visualization tools or BI tool will help you get the insight out of the data so that you can ask right questions, come out with the outliers based on the patterns and insight from the data, from the past data. And you can also help your team and your management to come up with suggestions. So the more and more suggestion even the team management has, accordingly they can set and discuss on that and prepare their strategies. So the main aspect is it will allow and help you understand the insights, come up with the right kind of questions, and identify the problem statements, which is main aspect of business analyst.
Okay, so I'm asking this maybe because I have recently moved into this role, and so I mean, are there any the industry is looking for? Is the industry looking for such additional skills like data visualization to be? I mean, to be a must-have for a business analyst? Are there specific requirements out there in the market for this skill? I mean, business analyst plus having a knowledge on data visualization tools.
Okay, so yes, I would say, because in today's world we are moving towards a big data, right? And most of our data lies in web, and it is coming in bulk now, because more and more now we are moving towards a more and more web and digital way. So the number of and the quantity of data is huge, and it is very much required for the organization that they should use some sort of tool to analyze and see the data. And they should now move ahead from leave the approach of working as a traditional way and move towards a digitalization way. So hence, yes, this kind of a tool will help you and understand, and within a small span of time you can analyze a huge amount of data, come up with patterns, understand the problem areas in the process, and then give the suggestions and alternative approaches to your management. It will enhance your performance in their eyes. So accordingly, your prospect will increase. And eventually, when you start working as a business analyst, it is way more necessary for your skill set, people for your skill set, that they should be closely work with the BI or business intelligence team, which come up which closely work on these visualization tools. So if you have that additional knowledge, it will be great for you.
Okay. And what are the technical skills required, prerequisites? I mean, you should know some database query language before learning this tool, or what is the prerequisite for this?
Okay, so there are two aspects. You are asking about development perspective. So yes, there are few prerequisite for that, and it will help you get the more insight and understand the data as well. So the for development purpose, yes, it is required some sort of technical knowledge. It is good to have a database or SQL knowledge, though it is not very much required, because to come up with sort of data models within these kind of tools, now they are coming up with the inbuilt intelligence that the moment you load or push the data in BI tool, it will automatically generate the data models for you. But yes, to tweak these data models for business requirements, sometimes you may get varied different business requirements. So we need to tweak those, right? So there, that technical skill is required if you have some, and accordingly it will be helpful for you to analyze which visual element will be more suitable to come up with the as an output. Let's say if you wanted to showcase a trend for last 6 months, so it is better to use bar chart or line chart rather than pie or something else, right? So that understanding and that knowledge will help you design the layout, the front end layout as well, where actually the end user interacts.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. So no, I will be looking for this course from a business analyst perspective, not a developer's perspective. So if I have,
Correct.
some basic knowledge on say a database query language,
Hmm.
so I should be able to pick up things, right?
Yes, yes. Even though if you don't have
Okay.
that
And
technical knowledge,
why only? So, yeah.
yeah, even if you don't have that technical
Sorry. Go
knowledge,
ahead.
it can be, yeah, it can be built on the go. And during this course, we will be teaching you all the nitty gritties of those technical skills as well, which covers all the aspect of development as well as the administration part, which is the second layer of the aspect apart from the development. So you will be having all those knowledge, so that a participant will after completing this course, it will be a complete package. He should be aware of the administration part of it as well as development part of it, even though you don't have that hardcore skill set. The basics will be
Okay.
handled and can be taught to you in this within the course.
Okay. One last question. So, why Power BI? Why over other tools?
Okay, so
Why,
Power
if
BI,
I have to choose?
one, yeah. So Power BI, the first major reason is it's a Microsoft product, and we all know that Microsoft is a number one company in this industry. Second is it is very easy. As I mentioned, it provides you self-service business intelligence capabilities. So even end user who doesn't have any knowledge or technical skill set, as you just mentioned, you don't have that much of technical skill set. So even if they want to come up with some sort of report without depending on some on those teams who has that specialization skill set, they can prepare, because it is just a drag and drop thing. It is that easy. Number three, it offers you a lot more applications as well, which can be integrated with Power BI, and you can enhance it more than a BI tool, right? So and right now it is a very emerging technology, and QA, let's say if a layman which who doesn't know about your data, even if you ask question to Power BI in a just general English language, it will give you the result in an analysis and visual element, so that you can easily understand the data. So it is very interactive tool as compared to any other tool, right? So all these feature make Power BI a standout product.
Okay, thanks. Is it a licensed product or an open source? How is it? Do we have a free version of it?
Yes, we have free version of it. You can easily download Power BI from Microsoft website and use it in your personal machine for at least 60 days. And if required, you can take a license as well. The license cost, the pro license cost is somewhere around $10 per month. And even though if you wanted to publish your report, let's say if you wanted to completely completely aware, make you yourself aware about the complete cycle of this, so you can also publish your reports on Microsoft Cloud, which is the end layer where the end user interacts actually, which is also completely free, that you can use it for 90 days, completely free of cost.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Priyank. Thanks a lot for answering all the questions.
Thank you.
Hello, Priyank.
Yep.
Yeah, I have one more question. My name is Anu. As a
Anu.
what are the you said like BA is a reporting tool, right? Data reporting tool.
Yes, correct.
So apart from that, what are the other features of the Power BI?
Okay, so it is not just a reporting tool. It can be used for analysis purpose as well.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, as I mentioned, it is a power Microsoft product, and Microsoft allows you to interact or integrate with multiple applications it offers
Okay.
through Office 365 app launcher. So let's say, let me give you a very simple example which entire industry face. So in general, we get the requirement from the user that we cannot enter data through this any BI tool. uh, so this kind of a requirement, when we come up with it, we need to think of that, okay, we need to introduce another layer which allows the end user to interact, and they can put the data, and then eventually it's stored in the database. Now with the help of this Power BI tool, you can integrate it with different application of Microsoft, which is called as Power App. You can
Mm-hmm.
easily create within 1 or 2 days an app, and you can integrate it with the Power BI, and through that app you need not to have any other license. From the Power BI dashboard which you have published, you can interact and enter your data and store it. It will eventually very at that very moment it will reflect the data in dashboard as well. So
Mm-hmm.
it is way more than BI tool or just a reporting tool. It 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 eliminates the requirement of having an entire a new layer as well, right? Because earlier we need to come up with a new layer as well,
Mm-hmm.
which has means it would be a three-tier architecture, that at the bottom my data reside in database, and then in the middle my interactive application, let's say Java based or VB based application was there, and on top of that our BI tools reside. So now
Okay.
the middle layer is completely vanished with the help of all these integration of the
Mm-hmm.
multiple tools, like. And it can also further and be enhanced by integrating it with the languages called R and Python, which helps us basically used in data science aspect as well. It will give you prediction sort of things as well. You can predict as per the data, but those languages doesn't come up with the good visual aspect. So
Okay.
just integrating with them, you can easily and in a very very better and effective way, you can visualize your the output which was given by all those languages in Power BI.
So I have a question. So if we don't want to know about the Python or the language R, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Mhm.
Hi, I've got a question. I'm Winton. I'm a business analyst trainer. I'd just like to know You mentioned the data warehousing. How does that relate to Power BI? How does the warehousing, where would you, how would your warehousing fit in with the Power BI tool?
Okay, so data warehouse doesn't fit in Power BI, but it is just for the knowledge in this webinar for the participants, that to come up with, to set up a data model in any BI tool, to come up with the analysis purpose, you require to store historic data in your data model. And this is where data warehousing concepts you need to understand. And if you are aware about all those concepts, it is easy for you to tweak your data model and come up with the right set of data which you wanted to analyze through Power BI tool. So basically, this is just to cover that aspect as well in this webinar. And if, let's say for development purpose, if you know all that nitty-gritties of data warehousing, it will be easier for you that you are coming up and you are working on the right set of data which is required for your business requirement, and not getting the any garbage you are working on, right? I hope that clarifies.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.